I believe that we must start by opening hearts and minds to sincere dialogue. In 2007, MUIS and the Diocese of Singapore jointly invited the Archbishop of Canterbury, Rowan Williams, to speak in Singapore at a Building Bridges conference. During his lecture, he shared that the world can construct a new and more inclusive history by first accepting our religious diversity through dialogue. This does not mean we should ignore sources of tension in our pursuit to weave a cohesive society of diverse communities. Indeed, it suggests the opposite. We must face these tensions in open dialogue with an abundance of fairness, mutual respect, and restraint. To strengthen interfaith understanding and to strengthen our networks of trust, we formed the National Steering Committee on Racial and Religious Harmony, where apex religious leaders come together to discuss significant issues which impact communal relations. Beyond the religious leaders, followers and members of each religious community must also learn to work with other communities to build a strong bond. This creates a multiplier effect beyond the first tier of leadership, connecting the ethnic and religious communities and providing opportunities for cooperation. We also set up interracial and religious confidence circles, or IRCCs, at a grassroots level to provide a platform for confidence building and developing deeper friendship and trust between communities. While similar platforms exist in many parts of the world, our IRCCs are unique in that they include almost every religious and ethnic leader in the communities. This ensures that the dialogue that takes place is inclusive and thus not only involve people who already believe in interfaith dialogue. I believe that having fair and balanced interfaith communication through such visible platforms has helped set a tone on the ground. For example, when the anti-Islam video Fitna was released in March 2007 by Dutch politician Geert Wilders, Muslims in Singapore reacted calmly to the film, despite being deeply offended. The non-Muslim public also rejected the views contained in the video and, more importantly, stepped up to make their stand known. The measured response and mutual respect are indeed exemplary steps towards overcoming the challenge of religious diversity. Second, because we are a multi-religious society, we must ensure that we have secular common space where Singaporeans can feel comfortable whatever they believe. Our schools, our workplaces, our hospitals, our community clubs, for example, are all places where any person can expect to be treated in the same way, regardless of his or her religion. Organizations that receive government funding or enjoy double tax deduction donations must similarly ensure that nobody is denied services due to his beliefs, and that no personalization occurs without explicit consent. By keeping religion out of the public square, we make it safe for everyone to congregate. This creates opportunities for interaction, mutual understanding, and accommodation.